Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules Season 6. Let's hear a cheer. Yay! How's that? They're all paid too to say that. Yeah, so we're back filming Season 6, so we're really excited. And this is episode number 1 of Season 6, I think, or 2 or 3 or 4. Depends how Marcus does it. So we're right in the main street of Tunanda. Now, we do this like every year, and I've just happened to bump into Johnny. Johnny, come over here, mate. Oh, I think we interviewed Johnny last time. How are you, mate?
Good, bro. How are you?
Good. How was your 2017?
Pretty rad.
And how's your 2018 now?
Much better.
Great start. Mate, you're a man of the world, shall we say, and you've been around, let's say, as well. So you've been to the show quite a few times. What do you think of tonight?
It's pretty good. So some new cars, a little bit low on cars, but some great new...
You know what? The heat... It was really, really hot. We've got to point out that the heat was intense, tremendous, wasn't it? So, but mate, we're about to get run over by a car, so I thought I'd just quickly grab you and say hello. Yes. But we'll go do some more interviews and we'll catch you a bit later.
Great seeing you, Brendan.
See you, mate. Take care. All right, back to you guys. So this year at 2018 Tunanda Cruise On, where they blocked the main street, we thought we'd go a little bit more techie. So we've actually got a drone above us and we're flying above the street. We've got permission, of course, from the Valley Rodders, and they said, yeah, no worries, that sounds great. So went up nice and high, filmed the whole thing for you, and boy, let's check it out right now. We were just walking up and down the street and we happened to come across these two good-looking blokes. One of them had an ice cream in his hand. Danny, I've known you for a few years, man. Unbelievable with your accounting and all that sort of stuff. But this is your younger, cuter brother called Marcello.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mate? Very good. You see Marcello. I'm going to call you Marcello all the time now. Hey, mate, guys, just quickly, just tell us a little bit about why you're here and what's going on.
So we do the Leukemia Foundation Aussie Muscle Car Run. It's held in about October, November every year. And predominantly it's there to raise money for the Leukemia Foundation. So it's predominantly about 50 cars, and we go around Australia and we collect money for the Leukemia Foundation.
And what a fantastic cause. As you know, my daughter had cancer, and it's a fantastic cause, and especially the Leukemia Foundation. You guys have got big hearts on you. I mean, where did the idea come from?
Oh, we had, there's a guy named Kevin May he was the president of the Ford GT Club. I think his sister had leukemia, so he approached the patient village out at Northfield and said, look, why don't we come up with an Aussie muscle car run, because they do Light the Night, the world's greatest shave. And he goes, let's do an Aussie muscle car run. And from there, we ended up getting 50 cars. It's been going for about 6 years now.
Sounds like some muscle cars going past.
It's sensational. I mean, it's great. It's awesome.
So you've been coming up here for a few years now. So what do you think of the show today?
Awesome. So the weather's been not bad. It was a bit warm today, but it's great tonight, and everyone's come out in droves. So, no, it's great, and great to support the Leukemia Foundation, and good fun.
Now, tell us, I know you love your Mopars, both of you boys, so just quickly tell us a little bit about yours.
Mine's a 1963 AP5 Valiant, belonged to my father, so he bought it brand new, 1963, 64, and we've had it in the family all our lives, and we've been Chrysler freaks. So yeah, that's what you get. They're beautiful.
And supercharged, I might add.
So I had to do that to keep up with these GTs and Monaros. So now I leave them every night. No worries.
Beautiful. And Marcello, yours?
Yes, I've got the 1972 RT Charger, triple Webbers. Fantastic. Yep, hey Charger. And yeah, 1972 and goes like the clappers.
Oh, beautiful. Well, look, guys, you're very passionate, I know, and I'm glad I've met the cuter younger brother, and it's been fantastic chatting to you guys tonight. So thanks, guys, and thanks for watching My Garage Rules.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, boys.
Thanks, guys. Back to you guys. So what vehicle have we got here?
1947 Ford Pilot,
Yeah. And how long have you had it for?
about 12, 13 years. And it's got all late model running gear in it.
Yeah.
302 Windsor
Yeah.
with a cam, C4 Auto, Calais seats,
Yep.
a late model front end in it.
Now I've got to ask you, do old guys rule?
Yes.
I just had to say, yeah, look, there it is there. And are you in any club or anything like that?
Yeah, I belong to the early Ford V8 club,
Yep.
which we got a couple of side valve V8s
Oh, nice.
as well. We've been coming up here for about
Not selling any, are you?
later on. I am a 1938
Yeah.
two-door coupe.
Oh, nice.
Later on,
Oh, beautiful. And how many times have you done this run?
about 13, 14 times.
Wow. And it gets better every year?
Yeah, it's bloody hot yesterday.
And hot, wasn't it?
Very hot.
Well, thanks for taking the time to say hello. And what was your name again?
Joe Tripodi and Beverly Tripodi.
No worries. Thanks, Joe. We'll go back to you guys. Thank you.
And we watch the I
Oh, you do? Oh, well, you're on it now.
I watch it all the time.
He's on it now. Too late now. Hey, we just saw it stop. How you going?
Good, mate.
This car's beautiful.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
And just tell us quickly a little about it before we get run over.
It's a Harrison kit from Queensland. Actually built the whole chassis with Warwick Harrison out that there, and it's got an LS2 in there with a Trimax 600 and R32 rear end. So,
Wow, it looks beautiful. And who we got sitting next to you?
just a friend down there from, was it Moss?
Oh, you just pick up young ladies along the way. Oh, that's lovely.
Just wanted to go for a cruise.
So,
I thought we'd
so
go for it.
Cobras pick up all the chicks is what you're trying to
that's
say.
what I'm saying.
All right, thanks a lot.
Cheers,
Take care. No, you're not selling it. Hey, is it going?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. How much are you asking?
53.
53. That's a good price.
Car.
It
Yeah.
is a beautiful car. And what sort of colour is it?
It's a deep blue. It's galaxy blue.
Oh, beautiful, man. Well, we'll let you keep going so you don't overheat. See you later. Oh. Hey, I just crossed over the pedestrian crossing. I just happened to bump into these cuties. How you going?
Very well, thank
Good.
you.
And we have?
We have Kirsty, Natalie, and Vicky.
Now, what are you girls doing? You just here enjoying the view?
We're climbing all over that little blue hot rod behind you.
Ah, yes. Now, that's a new build, isn't
It
it?
is. It's only just been done.
Oh, and what about yourself?
Yep, the same thing.
Same thing, climbing all over the blue hot rod. And yourself?
And same.
Climbing it. So he's going to have a lot of people climbing all over his blue hot rod.
There's fingerprints all over it. We didn't do it.
Oh, that's good. So,
All over it.
oh, so what are you girls into? What is your? Hang on, that could be an open question. That could be an open question. No, what are you girls
It's
into?
a family show, right?
Yeah.
Into, cars, hot guys.
Yeah. Hot
Cute
guys.
films.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
And what about yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Same thing. Yeah, because she said hot guys at the end. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no.
I'm not intending.
Oh, you're not in anything. What's your favourite cars anyway? What's your favourite car?
That little blue
The
one
little
over
blue
there.
one? Yeah, there's going to be the blue one.
The 351 GT.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I'll go to the blue one. I live with the guys.
That's a bit sus, yeah. Oh, geez. All right, well, look, thanks very much, girls, for taking the time out. I know you've got plenty of guys to look for, so and crawl over that blue car. So we might go have a look at that blue car. All right, thanks, guys. We'll be back to you. Thank you.
G'day and welcome to My Garage Rules. Normally you'll see us do hot rods and chrome bumper cars on the show, but this year we decided to mix it up a little bit and show you a different side of the automotive world. This time we got a plastic bumper car. It's actually a 2002 Monaro, and it's owned by Scott Brook. So Scott, just tell us a little bit about your car.
So we bought the car new in 2002. Seen the concept cars down at the bay, and yeah, just had to have one, I suppose.
So it's basically like a one-owner car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, bought from the Holden dealerships off the showroom floor, and yeah, back in 2002 November. So yeah.
So what colour is it?
It's Delft blue.
So this is just like a factory colour, and you've just given it a lot of love, and now it sparkles.
Yeah, factory colour, lots of polish, lots of TLC. So yeah.
Just looking at the engine, it looks like it's a 383. It's got like a custom air intake. It's got flames in there. So you tell us a bit about what you've done.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a mishap with the engine. It needed a rebuild. So as you do, you rebuild it bigger and better, and we put the 383 stroker in it with all the good bits in the engine. And while the engine was out, I wanted a nice detailed engine bay to try to compete with the older style Monaros with their nice clean engine bays. Yeah, sort of got to this level here, and the fiberglassing is all one-off custom. It was all moulded on a front cut of a VT Commodore in my garage. So there's not very many off-the-shelf items that are in the engine bay. Yep. Everything's pretty much custom made and painted up with the custom ghost flames, just to give it that sort of bit of old school flavour. So yeah.
The airbrushing's like really nice and it's really tasteful. So who did that for you?
Troy from Nightmare Designs. He does a lot of bike stuff. Yeah. And his work is just impeccable. So he did an awesome job with the flames. They look really cool.
It's got a bit more power now. How have you put it on the dyno to see what sort of power it's got?
Yeah, look, the power, that wasn't my ultimate goal, but obviously you always like a bit more power. So she's putting out about 450 horsepower at the rear wheels. Decent for a street car. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
Yeah, well, that sort of power, that'd be a 12, maybe even 11-second car if you ever took it down the drags. Have you ever gone down the drags in it?
I did, middle of last year, with a very average driver and not very good starts. I managed a 12.2, so and that was with a full weight car. All I've done is sort of add weight to the car, not reduce weight. So yeah, pretty good time. Yeah.
So looking at the inside, Sky, it looks like a pretty standard Monaro, but I see you've done a few changes there. So it's got like these flame gauges and a chrome insert. So what was the deal with the gauges? What did you go with that look?
The Monaros, yeah, like you said, come out with a pretty nice interior from the factory. So not really a lot is needed, but yeah, I just wanted to add some custom touches. So the billet gauge surround and flame gauges were a nice touch from a place in America that got them shipped in, and I had some engraving done on it. So a bit of embroidery in the headrest and a few other highlights in the engine bay just to nicen it up a bit and just add some custom touches.
Yeah, and what I've liked, you've got like the flame theme on the bonnet, under the bonnet, and now it's brought into the back of into the interior of the car as well. So it looks pretty good. You've got a couple extra gauges there. What are they for?
Yeah, just oil pressure and volts gauge in there, and they light up nicely, and a little bit of a custom fascia with the Monaro in it as well. Yeah.
And this has got like an airbag suspension on there. So how do you control that? Is that from the inside?
Yeah. So I've got an E-level, AccuAir E-level setup on it, which is all self-leveling. 3 preset settings and adjustability on all 4 corners manually when the handbrake's engaged. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So is that like a remote control, or is it like wired into the car and you can't take it out?
It's wired in. You can get like an app for your phone, this is it's on a wire, so I can actually pull it out of the car and adjust it. Yeah. But it's got all its presets as well. So yeah.
Oh, pretty good. HSV pedals in there. It's like a nice leather interior. It looks pretty good.
Yep.
So tell us about what you've done in the boot.
So this is a setup I've had in there for a while, with the sound system I've had for a while, and then I redid the setup a few years ago for the Monaro Nationals, and basically it's all once again custom fiberglass that I've done by myself, and a few more flame touches in there, and it's a decent sound system. It gives you a nice massage in the back of the car. So won a couple of audio comps and sound offs at the car shows as well. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
So how many dB does it do?
At the moment, it's about 136 dB. So yeah.
So that's enough to send you deaf if you're in there for a while.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's like 2 Eclipse subs, and what else is in there?
So yeah, Eclipse mono amp and digital amp. They're powering all digital. It's powering all the interior speakers, so it puts out decent sound. And 2 12-inch subs that definitely shake the bones. So yeah, it's good.
So we're looking at the back of your car, and obviously this is pretty low. and I'm guessing this is not how you drive it around the street. So how do you get the back end of this car so low?
Airbags. Yeah, definitely don't drive it like this. It's got airbag suspension in it on all four corners. It's a kit from Tubular Suspension Systems, pretty well-designed kit that it bolts in fairly well, and I did the install myself.
So you can control left and right on the front and rear, so the front right can go down or the front left can go down, and then you can raise it at the front and put it down, and you can raise the back and put it down, and then you can have it in full drive spec, the whole lot. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. It's independently adjusted on all four corners, which helps with the self-levelling, and obviously you can play around with it a little bit as well, and adjust it up and down on all four corners, and have it up four-wheel drive spec or dump it in the grass, which is good.
Well, we've looked at under the bonnet of the car, we looked at the inside, looked at the boot. One of the things that really makes a car is the wheels. You can have like a boring old Chimera, put some fat wheels on it, and it looks sort of half cool. Now, the wheels on this car really stand out. So tell us, what have we got here?
So these are billet show wheels called Twisted Vista, and you're right, they definitely transform the look of the car from the first time I put them on there, and they're a great looking wheel. Yeah, so pain in the ass to keep clean. Oh, can I swear?
Well,
pain in the ass to keep clean, but they're a great looking wheel. Yeah.
So I think they're 19s, and like I've had some of these on one of my cars, and they're called show wheels because they are show wheels. Because if you don't look after them, you know the water just like puddles, and you got brake dust in there, and that can also etch into the chrome and the billet as well. So a lot of maintenance on these.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. As you said, if you get caught in the rain, you pretty much got to take your wheels off and wash them if every time you drive the car and it gets wet. So yeah, a bit of maintenance, but definitely well worth it. They're a great looking wheel.
Yeah, they look great. These are 19s. Another great feature of your car is these Harrop brakes. So you've got those on the front and the back. So what was the story with the brakes?
Basically, yeah, obviously a big open spoke wheel looks great, but with small brakes behind them, they don't look too good. So nice big Harrops, and just to fill the wheel up, and obviously gives me good stopping power, 4-piston front and rear. They stop really well and look good as well.
So we've talked all about the rest of the car and how good it stops and how good it goes. So I think what we should do now is like maybe go for a spin. What do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sounds good.
So normally on my garage rules, you'd see us on a hot rod show. We'd be at the All Chevy Day, the Corvettes Day. We've never done an All Japan Day before, so just for a change, we thought we'd come down here and show you what the Japanese car scene's like. So we're down at Wrigley Reserve. There's probably like 200-300 cars down here. All sorts of Japanese cars. There's old stuff, there's new stuff. There's even a crusty old JA Starion. And as you can hear, there's cars boosted past left, right and centre. So we couldn't get hold of Christian, the organiser. He's busy directing traffic. So he's got a really nice R34 GDR, and he's actually from Iron Chef Imports, and he imported probably half of these cars that are here. So that's enough of me gas bagging. Let's go and check out what all these Japanese cars are like.
Maybe he's just a better driver than me. Oh, hey, how you going, everyone? Hey, wasn't tonight's episode really good? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, I hope you tune in next week. We'll see you then. Bye. I wonder what he'd done. My Garage Rules is brought to you by U-Bullet, Auto Transformers, DreamWorks Garage, Tough Mounts, Outlaw Speed Shop, Black Canvas Photographers, SA Suspension Repairs, Mobile Auto Care, and Jeff's Garage.
Baby.